guys, today I will install a charger, or not exactly a charger, but a harness on my Honda VDX 1300 so I can keep the battery fully charged on the off season when I'm not using it. As you can see, I have two types of chargers in my hand, both working on 120 volt. This is a NOCO Genius, and this is a more conventional charger, the one that is on the market for years now. And as you can see, let me drop the chargers. There's a difference in the connector, and I'm sure you recognize this connector because it's around, like I said, for years. I have this type of connectors on my ATVs, on my snowmobile, while this one is pretty new. In a way, I wish that NOCO would have used this connector because pretty much every machine wired like 2020 and earlier are using these connectors. But the reason why I'm using the NOCO, it's simply because, let me drop this one. The NOCO have four types of charging mode. You have the conventional lead battery, which is 12 volt. You have 12 volt AGM, which I'm not sure exactly what it is. And you have the 12 volt lithium battery. And you have a 6 volt. I'm assuming, since there's no symbol underneath, that is for a lead battery. And you have the button here to switch mode. And the main reason why I'm using this NOCO Genius charger, it's for all the options with starting booster pack. From many reviews and videos on YouTube, it's proven that they have the most powerful booster starter against competition regarding size, power, and bang for bucks. So this is the reason why I'm choosing the NOCO Genius. So let's start the installation on my bike, which is very easy and very simple. So the NOCO Genius come with the harness that go on the battery, and as you can see, it's a pretty big gauge, so it can handle a lot of power. It says 8 AWJ. It's an 8 gauge cable, so you can put a lot of amp on this cable, they won't melt down. But it's also coming with these regular clamp if you just want to charge a battery on the go on a vehicle or anything. And this is the adapter that comes separately, but that allow you to connect the harness that will be installed on the vehicle that you will need to charge through the booster pack or the starter pack kit. It's protected with a 10 amp fuse in it, so you can put a lot of power as well in this thing. But as I said, this comes separately from the NOCO Genius. So let's start by removing the seat so I can access my battery. As you can see, I need to unscrew 2 bolts to remove my seat or to get to my battery, which can be a pain in the ass if your battery died on the road and you need a boost or something like that. So this is another reason why I want a harness that get out easy, like in this cover that which is removable. So if I need a boost, it will just be a matter of plug and play instead of removing the seats and the battery cap that you will see in a moment. I also have a battery cap to remove to access the battery post or terminal. There you go. So this is it. With these 2 bolts, the seat get out. There's no wiring, it's not a heating seat. I will just put it aside for now. And now, as you can see, I have a cap because now I'm not seeing my battery yet, so I need to remove this cap, which has 3 screws holding it. So when you struggle on the side of the road, you don't want to start dismantling your machine to get a boost. So now the cap is removed. Now I can see my battery. So now let's open or let's unscrew the terminal. Always start by the negative, so if you touch the negative and the frame, nothing will happen. But if you start with the positive and you touch, when you unscrew the positive, you touch the frame, you'll create a short circuit. So always start with the negative. So now let's fetch. No point on disconnecting it. No, my screw, put my screw aside, or my bolt should I say. Now we'll remove the positive side. Don't forget that when it's touching, there you go, that way the ground or the frame of the bike's not connected to the battery. As you can see, there's gooey in here. I have some dielectric grease, so there's no corrosion between my connection on the battery. And I will also put some of this dielectric grease on the terminal of my new harness. But before, let's open the side panels and see on which side of the bike I will let go my harness. This one's only down by the cable. Let's remove this one here. So on this side, I have my toolbox. Let's just take the harness. The harness has a cap to protect it from moisture or anything that can be going into the connection, but it's not really sturdy, so you better keep it inside a compartment or something so the water don't get to it easily. But seeing it from here, I believe the easiest way is on the same side as all the electrical. My fuse box is on this side. I have a 12-volt inlet in here, plus some relay and the solenoid for my starter. So let's just pass these wires here. I'm leading my positive here and my negative on the other side. I don't know if I have long enough, but try my best to reach it. Okay, the positive is long enough, that's for sure. Okay, so where are all my cables? One here, one here, one here. Got this little one here and this little one here. So I got 4 wires to take care of, or 4 connection on each side, each post. But now, before we forget, let's put some grease on it. So this way I won't have any corrosion or the green stuff that you can see on battery or on connection sometime. I won't have that. And my bolts are pretty short. I'm starting to have a lot of stuff connected to my battery. Okay, what I will do, because when I pull on the red one, the black or the negative is pulling away, I will tie it up temporarily. It's tied up on the frame so it doesn't go anywhere. And my zip tie is not long enough. Oh yes, it is. It is. There you go. No need to be tight. It's just so I can pull or push my positive of that harness a bit away. There you go. Let's try that again. There you go. I'll grab it now. Now we'll try to get back the cover. There you go. Now on the negative side of it, I need cutters. Or just break it. There's a tip here that I forgot to mention. When you unscrew the pole or the terminal, the nut drop down, so you might have trouble getting engaged the bolt back on. But if you wedge it with a flat screwdriver before you do it, it will keep the nuts from going down. You know, we'll try with a thicker screwdriver here. So let's try this again. And there you go. Now we can wipe out the excess so everything's not dirty underneath in here. Now try to stuff my wiring back where it was. Let's try it now. There you go. Now it fits. Put back the screws. Now, before closing or installing the seat back, let's see if I have power. Dash turning on. I won't start the engine, but horns turning on, or why not? Let's see if it spins. Yeah, it's starting. There's no need to start this thing up now. Well, we'll turn the ignition off. There you go. Let's put back the lid on this side. We don't need. There you go. Now let's see how we can store this harness. I swing it like that. I'll see if it's in the way of the cover. Yeah, it's blocking the cover from getting in this place. So if keep that close, there you go. Let's try this again. There you go. Cap is closing. I don't see the harness anywhere underneath either. In the front. So now that it is installed, I know the cap is closing properly. Let's remove the cap, connect this thing, and charge the battery. See, no need to remove the seat anymore. Of course, you cannot let it rest on the exhaust when the exhaust is hot. So you absolutely need this adapter in which connect the charger to your harness that is connected to the battery. So it's a good idea to keep it on your saddlebag while you're riding. If it is on the countertop at home, it doesn't do any good. So you have a square side and a round side, and here you have a square connector and a round connector, so you cannot mix match them. Squares on the right, and it's pretty sturdy, so it won't disconnect by itself. So now I can connect my charger which only go on one side as well. The tab it's lockable, and it's locked on this red pin here. So now it's connected. I can let it rest on my seat so it doesn't dangle at the end of the cable. And now let's connect it. I believe the last time I charged something with it, it was to 12-volt LED batteries. I'll see which light it's turning on. So if it's not a 12-volt, I will switch mode till it gets on it. You see, it's the 12-volt LED battery that's turned on. This thing's flashing red, meaning the battery is not full and it's charging. When the battery will be full, it will be a steady green. And every time the battery will kind of lose a bit of its power, but not enough to be like low voltage, it will flash green. But to change mode, you only need to click on the mode button. And as you saw, the 6-volt, when the 6-volt is selected, there's a light turning on here. But now I'm back to 12-volt lead acid battery and it's charging. So I'll let it rest like that, and I can leave it like that for the rest of the winter for 3-4 months if needed. And it won't overcharge the battery, it won't do any damage because it stops charging as soon as it detects that the battery is full. Quick update here. As you can see, guys, the battery is pretty much charged up now. So it's still flashing, but now it's flashing green. In a couple of hours, it will be steady since the battery will be fully charged. So the light will be steady green. So this is it for now. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified as soon as I will release another video. So on this, I wish everybody a great day and see you later. Goodbye.